A very good morning to all the students of class 10. So, we're going to start with this lesson 4 from the diary of Anne Frank. But before that, I would like to welcome you here back again to your tutorials and your homework process. After checking your papers, I found that yes, you have made a lot of mistakes. Definitely, and you all need a lot of practice for solving those papers. And the writing portion, if I talk about the writing portion and the supplementary reader, you maximum of you have copied the answers because it was not of your own. I found that. These were the short question answers and the long question answers that I had given you in this exam. I would say, except few students, the answers were not up to the mark. Definitely, I'll be discussing it with you all in the upcoming tutorials. But students, you need to really work hard writing answers. And also, what I've noticed that questions are asked, but the answers you have written is totally opposite to what is being asked in the question. You were not able to, properly understand the questions. Students, before answering a question, it's very important that you read the question thoroughly, you understand that what is being asked, then you need to answer it. It's very important to understand the question. I don't know if I talk about the first question. The postmaster represents the people who still believe in helping others. Mention those values of the postmaster which you would like to emulate. The question was, you can have a clear look in the third line. Mention those values of the postmaster which you would like to emulate. So, this was the question. Yes, I know that most of you have written the correct answers, but most of you, I don't know where have you copied from. Some of you had similar answers. You all had written about the postmaster, about the values of the postmaster, but you had not mentioned that the values the postmaster who is having, those values you're going to emulate in yourself, and why. Yes, my question was values. What are the values you're going to imbibe and why you're going to imbibe those values? This was my question. I was not asking about the values that postmaster is having. I know. But those values you are going to emulate in yourself. That was my question. And I found that the answer has been copied. Students, if you're going to, share answers and copy, it will be very difficult for you to answer in your exam when you're going to be sitting in front of the examination hall. So I just request you to read question properly, read the chapter properly, and try to write your own answers. Try to frame your own answers. I know it will take time, but nothing is impossible. Take a rough notebook or take a notebook with you, sit aside, take a book along with you, read it properly, and then practice how to write the answers. In this way, you're not going to gain anything. So, from next time, I would like to see your own thinking, your own thoughts, your own views, because I can clearly make out how many of you have written your own answers and how many of you have copied. I can read it very well. So let's move further. From the diary of Anne Frank, written by herself, Anne Frank only. Let's start. First of all, this chapter from the diary of Anne Frank is a small extract that has been taken from a book known as The Diary of a Young Girl. written by Anne Frank herself. Her full name is Anneliese Mary Frank, born on 12 June 1929, Frankfurt. In the month June, and died in the month, not sure, February March 1945. Where? In Bergen-Belsen in concentration camp near Hanover. She was a Jewish girl who wrote while in hiding with her family and 4 friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. This book, The Diary of a Young Girl, translated into more than 65 languages. It is widely read novel, or you can say book, in the whole world. And if I talk about my own personal experience, I've also read this book, and I would also like to recommend this book to all of you. Read this book. Read the musings of a young girl, of a 12-year-old young girl. What are her thoughts? Though she is very small, she's a young girl, a small girl, but her writings truly depicts her mature and insightful mind. She was always lost in her own thoughts, in her own world, and she would put all her feelings in a diary that she had made for herself, and she named that diary as Kitty. I would also like to ask you that how many of you keep a diary with yourself? Students, let me be very honest, even I have a diary. Even I write things in my diary which I find it's very, I find it very interesting. If I read something in a book, I find those lines very interesting, I just jot it down in my notebook, in my diary. And if someday want to write about what I think on a topic, if I feel like writing, I just write it down in my diary. If you start writing in a diary, it will be very interesting task for you. So slowly and gradually you will enjoy. Seriously, students, let me be honest and trust me, you're going to enjoy a lot once you start writing diary. It will be a very interesting experience for you. And when you read it by turning the pages back, you'll feel really good about it. So let's begin with the lesson. Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. On the first page of this lesson, you will have a look at the picture of Anne Frank. This is a photo as I would wish myself to look all the time. Then I would maybe have a chance to come to Hollywood. Anne Frank, 10th October 1942. So this is being written by her, Anne Frank. She's kind of, appreciating herself, her looks. She wants to look like this forever. So she says, she just uses her humor and just says that have a chance to come to Hollywood. This is really cute. Anneliese Mary Anne Frank, born on 12 June 1929, we've already discussed about it. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany, but were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended into the Netherlands. As persecutions against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms in her father Otto Frank's office building. So, this is the time of World War II. She belonged to Jewish community. Her family had just moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany. But they were trapped because Nazis were still fighting, and they extended in the region of Netherlands. And then, as persecutions against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding. They had to hide to save their lives, and they went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden rooms where they went into hiding in her father Otto Frank's office building. And they spent 2 long years in hiding. The group was betrayed and transported to the concentration camp system, where Anne died of typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister Margot Frank. So, after 2 years living in hiding, they were finally taken to the concentration camp. They were finally caught and they were taken to the concentration camp, where Anne and Margot, they both died due to a disease called typhus. Who survived from the whole group? The survivor was her father, Otto Frank. After the war ended, he returned to Amsterdam and he saved the diary of Anne Frank. He found her diary and he saved that diary. He found it really good. It was a unique record. He took action to have it published in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. So who took the initiative to print the diary? Because this diary belonged to Anne Frank. When she was in hiding, she used to write her musings. She used to write her own thoughts, her views. And she had written a lot of things in those 2 years in the diary. So her father decided to publish that diary in the name of The Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles the event of her life from 12 June 1942 until its final entry of 1 August 1944. So in that diary, she had written from the date 12 June 1942 to 1 August. Her last entry, her final entry, was dated 1 August 1944. And this diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday. Her father decided to give her as her birthday present. And when this diary was published, it was eventually translated. It was first originally written in Dutch language, and it was translated into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. There have been several films, television, theatrical productions, and even an opera based on the diary. So this diary had become so famous, and it has become famous worldwide. Described as the work of a mature and insightful mind, the diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. So you can imagine a girl spending 2 years in hiding. They were scared of the Nazis. They were in danger. They were in fear of getting caught any time. Keeping that fear in mind, she decided to write a diary because she had no friend. Yes, she had loving parents, sister, and other members in the office building where they were in hiding, but she had no real friend to whom she can confide to whom she can share her feelings. So therefore, she write a diary, and in that diary, when you read the diary, when you yourself read the diary, you'll come across that how mature this girl was. How insightful mind she had, that she was able to put up her writing, her words in such beautiful way that everybody loved it, whosoever read that diary. Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victims. In the next page, this is the activity based questions. These are 4 terms: journal, diary, log, memoir, and these are the definitions of these 4 words. Go through it, consult dictionary, and find out what this particular word basically means from this B column. Next, these are the examples of diary, journal, log, memoir. These are the 4 points. So these are the definitions in first point, and second point, the examples are given. So just do this exercise yourself, and yes, consult the dictionary. Definitely consult the dictionary. It will be very easy for you. Let's start the lesson. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I've never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl. So she has written it where she says that writing in a diary is a very strange experience for her, because she had never written anything before. So this was her first experience of writing something, and she says that nobody will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl. She's talking about herself. She says that nobody will be interested in what she has written. It doesn't matter. It does not even matter. I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. She was there in hiding, so it was very difficult for her to share things with her parents, with her sisters. So she was very alone there. So she decided to write a diary and share things so that she could get rid of the things of her chest. She could get rid of the things that was very painful, or it was very disturbing. The things those she find very disturbing. She's written, paper has more patience than people. Why? Because when you share things in the diary, when you pour down your own feelings in the diary or the paper will listen to you with patience. No questioning, no cross-questioning, nothing. But will accept each and every word that you're going to be putting on the paper. So that is why she has said that paper has more patience than people, but people or a person whom you're going to be sharing things maybe not be so much patient with you. He'll cross-question, or the person will be least interested in what you say. But paper will always be listening to you, will welcome your thoughts each and every time. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless. Listless means with no energy to or interest, wondering whether to stay in or go out. I finally stayed when I was brooding. Brooding means engaged in or showing deep thoughts about something that makes one sad, angry, or worried. Yes, paper does have more patience. And since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit difference. So, she was once feeling very bored and depressed in the office where they were hiding. So she said this, paper has more patience than people. She further says that she's not going to share this diary. She's not going to let anyone read this diary. Her stiff-backed notebook, she has called a diary a stiff-backed notebook, until and unless she finds a real friend. She's going to share this diary, she's going to show this diary only to her real friend and no one else. And she says that doesn't make a difference at all. It's not a big difference. Even if she doesn't want to share this diary, nobody will be bother to read it. Now I'm back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. So the first thought that came to her mind that she's going to keep a diary with herself. What was the reason? What was the first reason? First reason was that she did not had a friend. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe me that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world, and I am not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface I seem to have everything except one true friend. So she says that she's not alone. She has loving parents, a sister, 30 people around her, loving aunts, but there is one person who is missing in her life, and that is a true friend, a real friend. She says that she likes to spend time with her friends. Whenever she's there with her friends, she enjoys that. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. So she could not get very close to her friends. This is the problem she finds in herself. She says that this may be the problem in her. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. In any case, that's just how things are. And unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is why I have started the diary. So she says that she's not able to tell her personal things to anybody else among her friends. Though she goes with her friends, she talks to them, but she's not able to share her own things that goes into her mind, in her heart. And basically she has used a word confide, which means to tell personal things privately to a person that one trusts. And she says that this will definitely not going to change at all. So that is why she has started writing a diary. I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. So she says that this diary will be her friend. She's not going to write the diary like any other person would normally do, but she would let this diary be her real friend, be her true friend, and she had also named the diary as Kitty.